up, guys? Today we have this guy, KTrooper. Time to review some gameplay. He doesn't have any swaps other than EP and Snake Eye, but the beauty of Wizard is that you can still review any gameplay with Wizard. It's not going to be as, I guess, advanced when it comes to swap usage and stuff, but there's still just raw mechanics that you can be doing, such as shield bashing or sitting shield bash on the left over here, which I see that you're doing, and I appreciate that you're EPing. So yeah, it was gaze, so it doesn't matter. This is definitely strange. Like, I've never really seen anyone go top right here and not really like rotate their screen. So this is pretty new. I mean, I don't know how you aim like this. I see that you're missing a bunch of shots, so I don't know if this is how you normally play, but I mean, me personally, I would just screen rotate here, or I would just be bottom right or bottom left because the shots are gonna go like top right where the group is. So yeah. But you have good EP timing. What I will say here though is that I think I'm not sure if there's a decoy actually. I can't really see, but you could have been closer here. Cause I mean, okay, let's say there's a decoy on top of him right here, and that's why he's shooting all those shots to the top. You could be standing where, what the fuck you mean, right here, this IGN. Look how close he is. Just pay attention to him. Here, look where he is, and look where all these people are. They know there's a decoy here, and he's shooting here. So as soon as he gets staggered, all these players just run at him, which is what you should have done. Which is what you should have did. Your EP timing and swaps are pretty good though. What I will say is that I think you're running away too far though. Like right here, as you can see after the stagger, he still hasn't moved away from the middle, so you could have been shield bash sitting him if you went to the left of him. Okay, here you should EP. Yeah, good. Nice. You could EP outers as well. As you can see, he becomes vulnerable right here, and then he only starts shooting like around 2 seconds after, so you could follow him there. Right here, the most important thing to do in outers is dodge the pet stasis shots, because those are basically the only shots that are actually going to hit you in this phase if you're rotating with them. So, that's the only thing you should pay attention to. Okay, one more thing right here. I see a second. Okay, so pay attention to this. It goes panic, right? And then it goes to dominance, right? After that, it goes to outer rotates. You stagger it, you guard. Here's two things that can happen right now. It can either go, or three things. It can either go into Fury Melts, into Shield Bash, or resets to the middle. In this case, it reset to the middle, but if it were to go into Shield Bash, you could go on the top right of him and shield bash to him, and you'll see this. I do this in a lot of my videos, where even though it's outer rotates, you can still just shield bash him. You just need to notice that he's going this way, or he stopped going this way, which means he's looking this way, and you could just sit on the opposite side of him. But in this case, he reset, and again, for the shield bash, it's going to be like right there, which you went, I don't know if it was an accident, but yeah, it was right about there. Okay, again, there's a decoy, like, top left of him. Doesn't matter, though. Okay, so, yeah. To shield bash shit, you'd have to be top left of him here. Nice, yeah, so I could tell that you knew where to go for shield bash sits, but you didn't actually, I don't know, I mean, this is just a rookie mistake. Like, you knew where to go. Like, I can tell because you went like this. But, I mean, I'm not sure what this I think this might have been a laggy server. But, yeah, this is what happens. This, like, desync. This is a desync problem. But also, it might have been because Shadow It was too close. I think that's Shadow It, right? I think that, yeah. Shadow It was too close to the boss. So, even though you were here, even if you weren't desynced, actually, even if you're too far away from him, if someone else is closer to the boss, like Shadow It was, he'll just aggro to Shadow It, even though, like, you're technically shield bash sitting. Someone could take the drag off you, like, like what happened here. So yeah, this is not bad tracking and game sense here actually, or game knowledge I guess, by knowing like where he's gonna go. I would have definitely used a snake eye ring here just in case like he decides to go right and you don't get the drag. But yeah. Okay, slashes. Yeah, so you don't rotate your screen. I guess that's just personal preference, but I'd say rotating your screen is definitely helpful. Yeah, that's very dangerous. You should have. Okay, so right there, you should have just EP'd. I mean, look, I see you have like 12. You have like 14 HP pots in your inventory. Right here, I would have honestly right here. I would have been using O spell, of course, but I would have actually used some HP pots just EPing here, and then I would have got off. And then as soon as he moved off of this shitty fucking wall, I would have just instantly got back on. I mean, in this case, you're full HP and you have like 12 HP pots in your inventory, so yeah, you should have just instantly went on him, because the group is gonna stagger him anyway right here. Okay, so not gonna mention this like every phase, but for shield bash sits, post-exalted, it's gonna be the opposite of what you want to do for pre-exalted. So for pre-exalted, you would go behind him in order to shield bash it and not get hit by stuns. But in exalted form, you have to go in front of him because he shoots out shots behind his asshole. And although you're still gonna get stunned in front of him, you can still sit. So in this case, as you can see, he reset from the top left over here to the middle. And that means that you'll have to be shield bash sitting right here. As you can see, Shadowwit is doing a good example here. I spoke too soon. Okay, I guess he's not doing it. But yeah, you'd have to be sitting right here in order to shield bash sit. Inner rotates is a very easy phase to shield bash sit. We'll see if that happens here. Okay, no, he went into Furies. Yeah, I mean, oh, that's nice dodging. I've noticed a lot of people have been dodging Fury melts like me, which is good. Okay, this was just horribly played. Okay, first of all, okay, actually, this gets more complicated with the less, like, items you have, but if you had O-Spell, you should be just full tanking red, and then purple, and then even orange, maybe, but I don't even think it would get to orange in this case, because there's so many people that would stagger it, and if you had, like, a 4-4 set, you would stagger it before orange for sure here, but in this case, since you dodged the red one, you should have just full sat purple and then orange and then green. I mean, even though you went for the safe spot, you still got hit, and that was a little sus, and then you got hit by the pet stasis. I mean, you definitely shouldn't have ran away. I definitely wouldn't have done that. If anything, you should have just went to the green safe spot. So yeah, I mean, this was your biggest misplay this whole 03, I think. Alright, you need to work on your Celestial for sure. It's personal preference if you're going to use EP here or not, but I personally use my tiered or superior staff and then swap to EP as he's rotating. So, like, I would have tier 14 or superior and be standing basically where you are, but then, like, right here I would swap to EP and then perfectly just, like, walk over him. I think one problem here, I don't know, I can't tell if you are exalted in speed, but I think, I don't know, yeah, I don't know if you are, but I think this might be a problem with speed. But yeah, I don't know, you just need to practice your Celestial more, just do like 50 more of these and you'll be good. Because, I mean, I can tell you have the basics down for this, you just didn't go in the right place. You also, hold on. Like, you also are tracking with your EP, which is better than what most people do. You want to track more with your tier 13 staff here though. Like, as you can see right here, I mean, one, you're not hitting any shots, but two, okay, like right here you just stop shooting for some reason, when even though he's going like to the right here, you could just be, you know, aiming your crosshair to the right here, but you just stop. It's all good though. That's more advanced for some reason. I don't know why it's more advanced. It seems pretty obvious that people should be tracking him more here, but yeah. Okay, you didn't get any EPs off. I mean, you got a TP cancel, but you didn't actually EP him here. So yeah, you could have stood there for a second. As you can see, there was like a 2-second delay before he shot out. Okay, let's see. Panic and Scream can be EP'd for a very long time, actually. In fact, you can tank Panic and Scream the first wave. In this case, towers went up though. I mean, you're using your spell on a invulnerable boss. It's all good. I mean, your tier 6 spell is dog shit anyway, but still pretty useless. The ability usage here. Okay, so in this case, as soon as I see this right here, I'm equipping my Snake Eye and then just fucking using my ability. See, here's the difference between me and you wasting abilities, right? Because you're over here just spending your abilities on nothing, like when he's vulnerable, like when there's no movement. But here, what you can do is, as soon as this happens, you could like equip your Snake Eye and then spacebar, and even though you're not using your damage on anything, you're able to speedy around. And in this case, someone TP canceled him somehow, and he's going top right. So with your speedy, you could have caught up to him sooner than this. Okay, well, you're getting TP cancels. Could have TP cancel that. I mean, you're pushing for basically every phase except that one control. You're a little too scared with your EPs, bro. I think on every single EP in this, oh man, didn't get to see the top. I think in every single phase post-celestial that I've seen you do, like, your EPs are just way too, like, early. Like, you're just leaving for some reason just too early. And I understand, like, if you're, I guess, scared or new to O3 topping, but I mean, I guess this will come with time, but this also just comes with deaths. Here's what I recommend you doing. Like, I can tell your mechanics are good, and I think, I mean, from what I see, I'm pretty sure you've watched Wizards play before. You've watched O3 players. What you need to do right now is make a bunch of backups. Here's what I recommend. I recommend making level 20 Wizards with life max, which you can get from O3s, def maxed, I don't know where you're getting that from, and then speed. Those are the only 3 stats you need to practice top damage. And not a lot of people know it because they think like, oh, let me come on my 6-8-8-8 line slaughter tops to practice top damage. But in reality, 1, you don't need attack. You don't need dex. You don't need mana. You don't need whiz. And Vit, you don't really need. Vit is very, very fucking shit. Like, when you're actually trying to simulate you being on a normal wizard, let's say 8-8, your actual defensive and movement stats are just def, life, and speed. So you can be basically practicing O3 like any other wizard with just 3 stats maxed, and then like any items, and I guess like an EP. The EP is like the most expensive thing you have, other than like when you're practicing O3s on a 3-8, like the most expensive stuff you have is just your stats that are maxed, the 3 stats, and then just your EP, and then you can just have like tier 5, tier 12, tier 5 like ring. But yeah, just life, speed, and def. So yeah, if you're new to O3, just max those stats, run O3s. You need to die. You need to fucking, in order to learn the game better. You can also just watch a lot of videos and learn mechanics like that. But yeah, Now, whether this guy would get elite or comp, I'm not sure actually. I I think I need to see another video for comp in Max F from you. I need, like, if you were to play for a week like this, I think you'd get like comp, but I think this is elite worthy. I mean, you're in every phase except this controls, but honestly, I feel like I wouldn't be in this control either because it would just be unlucky. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure someone was just auto dodging and got that drag. Like, I have no idea. Yeah, it went bottom left. I mean, this guy might be just a Chad. Who is that? I don't know. Can't really see, but yeah, this. Yeah, I don't know. This is very sus. This isn't your fault, but I mean, every other phase you're in, I'd say this guy is elite worthy for Holy Crew, but not comp worthy in Max F just yet. I think you need more EP timings. So yeah, that's just my opinion. And yeah, if you like the video, subscribe. If you dislike the video, dislike. If you love the video, like. And yeah, see ya.